Oh, Bonnie, no, bad girl. Hello everyone, it's Benza here. In one of my previous videos, I said that I would be focusing on my RPG game. Well, I guess I was not entirely right about this. I uploaded my demo project on itch.io at the beginning of August, in which I showcase all systems I made so far, such as inventory and crafting, climbing, interactions, stats and conversations. During August and September I was busy with other things, like having a life, so I did not do much game dev. And then, just when I started to have more time, came October, and with it a new Hungarian one game a month challenge, and unfortunately for my RPG game, one of the themes seemed too interesting to let it pass, so instead of my RPG, I started to work on something else. The theme that raised my curiosity was actually the modifier theme, which was survival game. Now, the modifier theme is called modifier for a reason. You can include this theme in your game for some extra points, but you have to choose one of the three main themes for your game. Little money, little football was out of the question, of course. However, now that I think about it, some low-tier football matches might actually be close to a survival game, as well as the theme for the Hun gem. I mean, if I wanted to make a game for a 48-hour gem, I would have joined that one instead of a month-long gem, right? So, survival game and bonding with some convenient dog picture. Where did I see it before? I mean, what is a survival game? You craft stuff and try not to die. I have a working crafting system and stats system already for my RPG. I can easily use those, add the dog body, and I am done. Then I told my plan to my wife and everything changed. She liked the idea, sure, but she suggested that it would be fun if I changed the perspective in the game and the player would actually be controlling the dog. I dismissed the stupid idea, of course, but then it was time to create the dog body and I attached the controls to it for testing purposes and oh, look at it, so cute! Oh, change of plans, you are the dog. I do not know about you, but I have never seen a dog craft anything ever, well, apart from some holes in the ground, but you probably cannot create a crafting system around that, so I instead focused more on staying alive, aka stats. I settled with 5 stats: health, hunger, thirst, bonding and excitement. The stats decrease automatically, of course, and to keep things simple, if any of the stats reaches 0, you die. So yeah, in this game you can literally die because of boredom. Now, I just needed to come up with stuff that would increase the stats. Hunger and thirst are quite straightforward, you will need to eat and drink to manage those. Health is more difficult to grasp. My idea was that it is a trade-off stat, so for example, if you eat from a trash bin, your hunger would decrease, but so does your health. And if you find some healthy food and eat it, your health would recover. The bonding stat speaks for itself. The game is about bonding after all. But how do you exactly bond as a dog? Well, I do not know, but I sure know how I bond with my dogs. I throw stuff for them to fetch. In order for the dog to fetch stuff, I needed to make a few adjustments in the interaction system. I have this boolean called isInteracting. This serves multiple purposes. If the player interacts with something, other interactions should not be allowed, and also player controls should be disabled. I mean, you should not be running around while looting a chest or something. This is fine and all, but in this case I want my player to move during the interaction. So I added another boolean named isGrabbing, which disables interactions but allows the player to move. And while I was at it, I extended the interact widget, so now you can see what you can do with any interactable item and also the button prompt for it. Fetching is done. Of course, I needed a human character that you can play fetch with. I used the behavior tree system for that. The NPC has a collider. If anything throwable enters it, the NPC goes there, picks it up and throws it away. Each throw gives a little stat increase to the bonding. I also added a second NPC. He will not play fetch with you, but he also has a weak spot for dogs. However, you will need to figure out this for yourself should you download the game, which you absolutely should, and you should subscribe to this channel too. Playing fetch had one big problem. After I added the grass to the landscape, finding the ball and the branches became very difficult. Some games solved this problem by adding effects to interactable items, but I did not want to do that, so I had to figure out something else. Dogs find stuff using their nose, and the Polygon Dogs pack that I used came with a ton of animations including sniffing. So I came up with the makeshift solution of enabling all interaction texts for the duration of the animation. Not the most elegant solution, but it works. I decided to add a few more animations, and to not make the game require a full keyboard, I modified my RPG conversation system to work as a central hub for the available animations. Now, only the excitement stat remained. Dogs get excited over lots of things. I finally settled with the thrill of the hunt. During the development process, I decided the game to be in a park instead of a nuclear wasteland, so I had to come up with a type of prey that is more fitting to that surrounding. Some parks have squirrels living in them, and they are ideal for a dog to chase around, while they are on the ground, at least. I quickly grabbed the free squirrel asset from Fab. Actually, it is a chipmunk, but whatever, and got to work. The chipmunk runs around the given path in the park. To be honest, it actually floats like a ghost because the model did not have animations and I have no idea how animating works. And if the player catches it, it runs up the nearest tree while giving the player some excitement stats. To get it down the tree, the player needs to get close to the trunk and use the bark action. And with this, October was over and I needed to submit the game to the jam. All in all, I am satisfied with how this game turned out. I had a lot of fun while making it, and I can also transfer the improvements I made for the interaction system to my RPG. The very last thing is to see how the target audience likes it. Bonnie, no, bad dog! Oh well, I guess that is a review too. Do not forget to download the game from itch.io, I put the link in the description. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a like and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one. Bye!